Hello and welcome to day 1 of this 10-day Improve Your Bachata Challenge. Just like I did on day 1 of the 10-day Improve Your Salsa Challenge, I'm going to be starting with isolations today. I am not going to go through each isolation and give a detailed explanation of how to perform it correctly because I already did that in the salsa video. I'll put a link to that video now. If you are wanting a detailed explanation on how to perform each isolation, you can check that out. And if not, what I'm going to be doing in today's video with isolations is applying them to 2 different bachata rhythms. One is a 1, 2, 3 hold, 5, 6, 7 hold in a bachata style, in a way that we would use it. And the second rhythm is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Both of which are very useful if we are dancing by ourselves or with a partner. The reason that I like to start with isolations is because I feel like dancers really know how to isolate different parts of their body, which is what makes it easy to pick up different styles of movement. We can look at something and say, oh, he's doing this with his shoulder, and kind of assimilate that movement into our dancing. And so being able to not only isolate, but know how you're isolating and which part of your body you're isolating is a very useful tool that can make your dancing much more interesting and dynamic. Okay, so let's get right into it. I'm first going to just kind of go through which parts of our body we're going to be using in these isolations with the first rhythm, which is the 1, 2, 3 hold, 5, 6, 7 hold, and then we will do it together with music, okay? So we're starting with our head. And now, even though we don't always use our head when we're dancing, it is really good to get used to incorporating it into your movements because that's yet another thing that will make your dancing more interesting. Adding one simple move with the head can change the entire sentiment of one step or one movement, okay? So we're going to start with our head up and down. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 hold, 5, 6, 7 hold, and we'll do that twice. Then we're going to do the same thing right and left. So we go 1, 2, 3 hold, 5, 6, 7, and we'll do everything that we're doing, we will do it for 2 counts of 8. Same thing, tilting. 1, 2, 3 hold, 5, 6, 7 hold, and then we're going to do a full circle. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm kind of preparing to this side to then go in the other direction. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Then we're going to move on to our shoulders. So I'm going to start by just rolling 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and then rolling forward 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm going to do one shoulder at a time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and then rolling forward 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. These shoulder rolls are super sensual movements that we can incorporate even into our bachata basics. So they're really nice ones to be practicing. I will say one thing about the shoulder rolls. When we're practicing them in this video, I want you to really try to maintain your arm in a straight position. I don't want you to use your elbows and your hands to try to increase the range of motion you have. We really want to keep this straight and just move the shoulders so that we really do feel like we're isolating this part of our body. Then we are going to lift and raise the shoulders. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and again, keeping the arms straight. And then I'm going to do one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now, moving on to the rib cage, we're going to go forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now, again, if this one, it doesn't make sense to you, go and watch the first day of the 10-day Improve Your Salsa Challenge, as I do explain in detail how to isolate your rib cage in that challenge. Then we're going to go to the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to go on a diagonal. First, in one direction. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So I go diagonal and diagonal, diagonal and diagonal. Then we're going to do the same thing going back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going directly from this diagonal to the other. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'll show that from the side again, going forward. 1, 2, 3, switch, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Then back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now we are going to do a full circle. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And just like with the head, we're going to stop kind of in the opposite direction of where we're going to be going and then come back in that direction. So I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Now we're going to move on to our hips. We're going to go forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Same thing going to the side. Now, in this side movement, we're using an underneath trajectory of movement, down to up, like a pendulum, okay? So my hips are going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, which is different from our Cuban motion trajectory, which is going up and over to the other side. So I've got both knees bent here, and I'm swinging 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to do the same thing we did with the rib cage. We're going to go on a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So when I do the diagonal with the hips, I'm changing the direction of my belly button, and I'm putting the emphasis on the hip that is in front. So if I turn my belly button this way, this hip is in front, and I'm going out, and then I switch, out, and out. Out, and out, out, and out. Now we're going to do a figure 8. In the rhythm of bachata, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Then the last one that we will do is a circle with the hips, just like we did with the head and the rib cage. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? And those are all of the isolations that we will be doing for right now. So now let's try all of those with music in that same rhythm that I just explained, the 1, 2, 3 hold, 5, 6, 7 hold. We're going to start with our head going up and down. 5, 6, ready, we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, to the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And tilt. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, we're going to move on to a more intricate or elaborate rhythm of the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and I'm also going to put in some other syncopated rhythms in the middle because they are very nice to use in your bachata dancing. We're going to leave the head out of this one because it isn't very frequently that we use our head in these more intricate rhythms because we can get dizzy, and I think it has kind of a weird look generally. There are some specialized movements that look nice, but we're really going to focus on shoulders down to the hips for this intricate rhythm, okay? So we're going to start with the shoulder rolls. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Same thing going forward. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Same thing going one at a time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then rolling forward. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here's where I'm going to add in some other syncopated rhythms. We're going to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And we're going to do that rolling one shoulder at a time back, which looks like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Those are really nice movements to use sometimes if you want to take a break from doing footwork and just stand in place. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, something like that. You know, kind of playing with the rhythm, but channeling it into your body instead of always having it be in the feet, okay? Then we'll do the same thing going forward. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now, as I've said in many other lessons, the faster any type of movement is, the smaller it has to be. So now we're not doing 1, 2, 3, hold with our full range of motion. It's a much smaller movement because I don't have as much time to execute it. Now we're going to do our alternating lifting the shoulders. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So the same rhythm as in the rolling of one shoulder at a time. Now moving on to the rib cage, we're going to do our forward and back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And again, we're doing each one of these for 8 counts, but I'm just demonstrating them now. Then we're going to do our syncopated rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let me explain what I'm doing here. For the first 4 counts, I'm putting the emphasis on the forward isolation. So I'm going forward, 2, 3, 4. And for the second 4 counts, I'm going back. 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you can see, I can have that kind of change my poise or where I am over my feet. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just to add a little bit more dynamic into what I'm doing. Now we're going to go take the rib cage to the side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, smaller movements because it's faster. Now you also have the option to go up, down in the knees while maintaining this rib cage action. If you already know how to do this and you want to add, again, a little bit more dynamic, you can go up, down, 5, 6, 7, 8. But basically, my emphasis is really going on the numbers. The ands are a little bit softer, and then I hit on the numbers. So I go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'm not going side, 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 side. I'm thinking more about emphasizing this one side that I'm using. And you can do that to the side that it feels more comfortable to emphasize. Do the diagonal movement. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, switch, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then similarly, when I'm doing my diagonal movement back, I'm going to turn my body in the opposite direction so that I can facilitate that movement backward with the emphasis on the rib that is behind. So I go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Same thing on the fast ones. We go 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Now we're going to do a circle. We're going to do one slow one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Slow, fast and hit. Slow, fast and hit. Okay, now moving on to our hips. We're going 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Same thing going to the side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and we do that twice. We're also going to do our diagonal movement, so we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, same thing with the figure 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And the last one that we're going to do is our circle. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, just like we did with the rib cage. 1, 2, this is our slow one. Fast, stop. Slow, fast, stop. Slow, fast, stop. Okay? So that's all of the movements that we will be practicing right now with music. These movements are not easy, so I congratulate you for working on them, and I know that if you continue to practice these and if you complete this challenge, you're really going to feel a difference in your bachata dancing. Okay, so now let's practice them all with music. 5, 6, we start with the shoulders, nice and small. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and forward. 1, 2. One at a time. We go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1. Bachata Challenge. I will see you back here tomorrow for class number 2.
Thanks so much for joining me for today's lesson. Leave a comment below and let me know how you did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications for my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Dance Doctor Online. Until next time, keep dancing.